All right, hey guys, I'm back here with another patch notes review for Dota 2. Today we're looking at 7.27b. Oh, shoot, I forgot to hold on. I forgot to put my logo here. Give me a second. Uh, yeah. All right. Here we go. We're just gonna put that. Yeah, there we go. So welcome back to Gem. Okay, save. Okay, welcome back to Gem Dota. All right. So general changes. The following items can no longer be disassembled: Abyssal Blade, Mjolnir, Silver Edge, and Solar Crest. I ain't no wimp. I don't disassemble items, so that doesn't affect me at all. Echo Saber can now be disassembled. That's kind of cool. So if you want to take apart a sword, you can like take it apart. Let's look. What is he? What is what? Where's um, 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 wait, hold on. I can find it. I can find it. Don't worry. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So it's that, and then so you have a quarterstaff, sage's masks, and a robe of magi, and an ogre axe. So you could probably break that down, build it into an orchid if you wanted to, and build that into a BKB or any one of those items. Um, Veil of Discord can now be applied on invulnerable units. I'm sure there's a good reason as to why that would be good, but I can't think of why it would be good. MKB recipe cost increased from 350 to 550, so I believe that's even a so yeah, so they added a 350 gold recipe in 7.27a, and now that's up even more. So that's what plus a so 350 to 550. So yeah, that's an extra 550 gold cost to MKB since the 7.27 update. So they really don't want you to buy MKB anymore. Yeah, rip Monkey King. Obviously Monkey King and Monkey King Bar are the same. So, uh, you know, as it goes. Orchid. So Orchid was nerfed a little bit. Attack speed reduced from 30 to 25. So you can attack 5 less times, I think, with the Orchid, um, or something like that. Hand of Midas recipe cost reduced from 1850 to 1750. So my Ogre Rushing Midas is starting to become more reliable again. Um, no boots, just straight Midas. Um, Abaddon base health regen increased from 0 to zero point 0.5, so you have some sort of health regen now on Abaddon, which is good because one of your abilities literally takes away your health. So it's nice to be able to get some of that back, even if it's just 0.5 HP regen per second. Mistcoil cast range increased to 500 from 500 to 575. That's pretty good. That means that you can save people from further away now, or attack people from further away. Um, not a huge change, but still is still nice and everything. Level 25 or level talents, level 20 talent increased from 70 plus 70 damage to plus 80. Level 25 talent increased from 340 AOE mist coil to 375. So I think that's Abaddon definitely got buffed. To me, that seems like he's going to be more reliable, probably like an off laner. Definitely not a carry. I've seen him carry, but I'd say he's probably a viable off laner. Maybe still definitely a good support with the shields and everything, but seems like this would be a good off laner, especially with that increase to damage. Um, Alchemist unstable concoction radius increased from 200 to 250. So your already really good stun is now even gooder, better. Um, and then the talents, level 20 talents increased from plus 350 unstable concoction to plus 400. So that's the damage, just says unstable concoction, but that's the damage. Level 25 talent increase from plus 40 chemical rage regen to plus 50. So a few buffs to Alchemist, who I thought was already pretty strong. So seeing him get buffed, I think we're going to see a lot more of Alchemist. Ancient Apparition, Ice Vortex mana cost reduced from 40, 60, 80, 100 to 40, 55, 70, 85. That's pretty nice. Good, like, yeah, having more Ice Vortex is good for a team fight and good for farming and checking wards and everything. So to have it cost even less is always good. Or if you, for some reason, wanted to max W, you know, it's a little bit better now. Do I think people are going to start maxing W on AA? Probably not, but you know, it's always an option. Talents, so we got some buff talents here. So it's increased from 140 chilling touch attack range to plus 175. So that was the level 10 talent. Level 20 talent increased from plus 65 chilling touch damage to plus 70. AM, so AM had a bit of a nerf. So the agility gain reduced from 3 to 2.8. You know, just a small change, but 0.2 agility per level kind of adds up over time. So hold on, I pulled out my calculator just for this occasion. So hold on, I gotta turn the calculator on. 0.2 times 30 is 6. Okay, so that's a total of 6 agility lost from that, which can be a lot, especially when your anti-mage who is an agility hero.
Or they will die.
Okay, thank you, Aya. Much appreciated. Level 10 talent reduced from plus 10 strength to plus 9. Level 25 talent increase from minus 45 second mana void cooldown to minus 50 seconds. Oh, whoops. So that puts that at, what does that put it at now?
We will fight and we
So
will win.
puts it down to a 20-second cooldown with that talent. If I do my math right, 70 minus 50 is 20. So AM still one of the hardest carries in the game. I don't know what to make of those changes, honestly. So Arc Warden, so base armor increased by 1, agility changed from 15 plus 2.4 to 16 plus 2.5. So that's that's a bit of a buff there. So both of those are an increase. Spark Wraith duration reduced from 50 to 45. And the talents, we got some changes here to the talents. So level 10 talents were changed from plus 6% CDR to plus 350 flux cast range, and plus 30 attack speed to plus 200 health. That's pretty big right there with the plus 6% CDR, especially at level 10. That's pretty big for the beginning of the game, especially if you're going Midas or bots or whatever. You're not going to have that 6% CDR, but they do change it by putting the plus. Wow, they even nerfed it. So they took the 350 cast range and made it a 325 cast range on a level 15 talent. That's a pretty big nerf to that one. I don't think anybody's really going to want to take that talent. It's really going to be that plus 15% CDR. And the level 15 talent changed from 250 health to 50 attack speed. So it seems like they just kind of swapped them around. But again, I don't understand the 325 flux cast range change, because like that's super nerfing that. Axe Culling Blade kill threshold increased from 250, 325, 400 to 250, 350, 450. So that's a pretty big buff there to Axe. Yeah. Here's some big buffs here. So level 10 talent change from plus 8 strength to plus 25 attack speed. This one's pretty big. Level 15 talent changed from plus 35 attack speed to attacking procs counter helix. So that's pretty big, taking that off of the level 20 talent and putting that to the level 15 talent. Level 20 talent now adds a plus 150 Culling Blade threshold. So you could have a maximum of 600 health threshold there for Culling Blade. Bane attributes reduced from 23 to 22, the base attributes. Brain sap mana costs increased from 90, 115, 140, 165 to 110, 130, 150, 170. Level 15 talent increased from plus 7% spell amp to plus 9%. Level 20 talent reduced from plus 40 movement speed to plus 30. It's pretty. Yeah, Bane is kind of one of those sleeper heroes who like you're like, oh, it's Bane, not that good, and then you're like, wait, he has like a 30-second stun on you if he lands his ult, which is just like could be a huge game changer. So yeah, I think I don't like this spell. I don't like this increase of the spell amp, but I do like the kind of the nerf to him because I think he's a bit overpowered if you know how to play him correctly. But I guess that's kind of with every hero. Batrider agility gain increased from 1.5 to 1.8. So sticky napalm turn rate slow reduced from 70% to 40, 50, 60, 70%. So you don't have that 70% on level 1 napalm anymore. It's only level 4. Flaming Lasso Scepter secondary target range increased from 450 to 550. So I guess Ags on Batriders becoming more reliable, I guess, or more better. We're gonna stick with more better. Talons change from plus level 15 from plus 2-second flame break burn duration to plus 5 sticky napalm damage. Level 25 talent increase from minus 8-second flame break cooldown to minus 10-second. Bat still one of those heroes. He seemed to get a little bit of an increase, a little bit of a buff here, minus the napalm. Oh, I guess we're back up there. Minus the napalm, but he's still Batrider. Still one of the best engages in Dota. Beastmaster, Call of the Wild Boar. So boar mana cost increase from 50 to 60, 65, 70, 75. That's really good. Bears are kind of Beastmaster has kind of been pretty present, at least in my bracket. Wild Axe's mana cost reduced from 80, 50, 90, 95 to 80. Don't know if I agree with that nerf, but I'm not Ice Frog or Gaben, so I don't know. Level 15 talent changed from minus 14 seconds Hawk cooldown to plus 200 Hawk vision. Level 20 talent increased from plus 400 health to plus 450. Level 25 talent increased from plus 80 Wild Axe's damage to plus 100. I think overall Beast got buffed here. I think we're going to see him a little bit more, especially in the off laner. Off lane position. I mean, that's usually where he's played, but so Bloodseeker here. So I've read this, no idea what it means, so I'm just going to do my best to explain it. So the intelligence increased from 18 plus 1.7 to 21 plus 2.0. That's huge. That's a huge buff right there on that alone. I mean, I could do the math. I don't want to, but I could, and we can look and see how big of a difference that makes. So Blood Rage has been reworked. So it increases your attack speed by 50, 80, 110, 140, and your spell amp by 6, 12, 18, and 24%. Drains 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, and 3% max health per second. Self or hero cast only. Provides half attack speed for allies. So instead of 50, 80, 110, 140, it's 25, 40, 55, and 70. It lasts 8 seconds. Cooldown is 14, 12, 10, and 8 seconds. Mana cost is 25, 30, 35, 40. It's not lethal. Blood Rage can now be cast without interrupting movement, so you could be, running along as Bloodseeker does, and cast your Blood Rage on yourself or one of your allies. Thirst no longer grants attack speed. Thirst now provides 6, 9, 12, 15% of max health as a heal for creep kills, and 12, 18, 24, and 30% for hero kills. Grants half healing if you are within 300 radius of a dying enemy, creep, or hero. So that's pretty cool. So even if you get an assist, as long as you're within a certain radius, you'll still get a heal. Level 10 talent increase from +5 armor to +6. Level 10 talent changed from +20 attack speed to +30 blood rage attack speed. Level 15 talent increase from +60 blood rate damage to +75. I think Bloodseeker. I think it's going to be Bloodseeker patch. I think we're going to see him a lot more because this just seems pretty broken in my opinion. But again, I'm just a guy who doesn't know that much about Dota 2. Bounty Hunter, so base mana regen increased from 0 to 0.5. That's pretty big because you have at least a little bit of mana regen now. Damage spread reduced from 48-62 to 51 to 59. So less highest, it's a less higher amount, but has a smaller range. So it's more easy, it's a smaller range of what your attack or what your damage could be. Track mana cost reduced from 65 to 60. That's all I have to say about that. Level 10 talent changed from +20 damage to +40 Janata damage. Level 10 talent increased from +15 movement speed to +20 movement speed. I think that's pretty good bounty hunter patch. He seems. I feel like this right here. I feel like this is kind of making him more of a support, especially with the lower mana cost, the mana regen, and the Janata damage as opposed to just regular 20 damage, as well as that increased movement speed. I think will make him a more viable support. So Brewmaster, Thunderclap no longer has a separate value for creeps. I don't play Brewmaster. I don't know what that means. Cinder Brew, so the mana cost was reduced from 80 to 50, 60, 70, 80. Cinder Brew damage rescaled from 100, 160, 220, 280 to 75, 150, 225 to 300. Cinder Block backswing animation reduced from 0.67 to 0.4. That is a very large buff to that with the backswing animation. It's a much smaller amount of time. It goes from, basically 0.7 seconds to 0.4 seconds, which is, roughly a third of a second. Primal Spirit, movement speed increased from 325 to 330, 350, 370. Storm attack damage increased from 20, 40, 60 to 30, 30, 50, 70. Mana capacity increased from 500, 750, 750 to 900. They had two of the same values there. Okay. I don't really get that, but that's fine. So the mana capacity is up to 900. Primal Spirit attack backswing animation reduced from 0.57 to 0.3. Again, that's pretty big. I think that backswing animation is pretty key. That's it's almost roughly half of the amount of time as it was. So level 10 talent increased from +150 HP to +175. Level 25 talent reduced from +140 Drunken Brawler to it's reduced from 140 +140% Drunken Brawler to +120. Brewmaster got a buff. We'll probably start seeing him a little bit more. I don't play Brewmaster, so I don't really know what that means for like if he's gonna carry, if he's a good mid, or where he's reliable. And I gotta take a drink. All right, Broodmother. All right, Broodmother, agility gain increased from 2.8 to 3.2. Incapacitating bite slow increased from 16, 26, 36% to 20, 30, 40, 50%. Spiderling's health increased from 380 to 320. Spiderling's magic resistance reduced from 40% to 25%. So they increased the health but reduced the magic res. Centaur, oh my gosh, okay, so Centaur, Retaliate no longer has an active component that provides attack damage. Retaliate also returns 30, 25, 30, 35% of your strength as damage. Retaliate base damage reduced from 16, 36, 56, 76 to 15, 30, 45, 60. Retaliate now does half damage to towers instead of full. So that means that's where is my Abaddon. That's not Abaddon. That's not who I'm looking for. Here's my Centaur. So it's now passive. And pierces spell immunity, but I believe I did that before. Oh, I gotta go to learn. Okay. Double edge cooldown reduced from 5 to 4. Hoof stomp cooldown reduced from 22, 19, 16, 13 to 15, 14, 13, 12. Hoof stomp damage increased from 80, 110, 140, 170 to 100, 150, 200, 250. Hoof stomp stun duration reduced from 2, 2.5, 2.2.2, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75 to 1.72, 2.3, 2.6. Hoof stomp mana cost reduced from 115, 120, 125, 130 to 100, 110, 120, 130. Talents, level 15 changed from 25 base damage to 40 damage, just 40 damage, not base damage. Level 20 talent reduced from 70 retaliate damage to 50. Chaos Strike now has a 30% chance to proc instead of using a cooldown. That's pretty big, actually. So, in theory, you could just continuously proc your Chaos Strike and not have a cooldown on that. That's fascinating. Phantasm cooldown reduced from 125 to 75. That's his ultimate. That's pretty big, actually. Phantasm illusion count reduced from 3 to 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, there's that balance right there. Phantasm illusion outgoing damage increased from 40, 70, 100% to 100%. Interesting. Phantasm illusions no longer have an extra 25% magic res. Phantasm mana cost reduced from 125, 200, 275 to 75, 125, 175. I think that's an overall buff to Phantasm. I think that, you know, like even at level 1, you're essentially getting 2 heroes that have the same amount of damage, have like 100% damage. Your illusion gets 100% of your damage, and maybe it doesn't have that magic res, but it still does 100% of damage. You know. So talents, 15 went from plus 12, increased from plus 12% CDR to plus 14. Level 25 talents changed from plus 1.5 max Chaos Bolt duration to plus 1 second min max Chaos Bolt duration. And minus 1.5 Chaos Strike cooldown to plus 10% Chaos Strike chance. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Clinks. Should get a drink of waters. We're only at C and it's 25 minutes in. Int gain increased from 1.7 to 2.2. Attack point improved from 0.7 to 0.4. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Don't even know what attack point is. Don't want to know. Maybe I'll learn someday. Searing arrows damage increased from 25, 35, 45, 55 to 30, 40, 50, 60. Searing arrows mana cost increased from 9, 10, 11, 12 to 12. So it's 12 for the whole game for all of the levels. So I feel like you could. I feel like it's. I don't know. Strafe is a basic ability. Again. Grants 110, 140, 170, 200 attack speed and 100% evasion against range attackers. That's kind of cool. Lasts 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Cooldown 34, 30, 26, 22. Mana cost 40, 50, 60, 70.
Where goes my eye, goes my arrow.
So Death Pact is now okay. So we'll get to Death Pact in a second. Skeleton Walk now provides. Oh wow, this is okay. This is really interesting. So Skeleton Walk now provides invisibility for and 15, 30, 45, 60% movement speed. Does not end invisibility when casting his spells. That's important right there. Lasts 25, 30, 35, 40 seconds. Cooldown 20, 19, 18, 17 seconds. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so like he could Death Pact now and not break his invisibility. I think that's pretty big. Burning Army is now a Scepter ability, so his old alt is now his Scepter ability. Summons 5 skeletons in a 1300 line. I'm assuming that's like a 1300 distance line. I don't know how big that is. Skeletons have 1000 health, but die in 2 hits and deal 30% of your damage. Cooldown 90, mana cost 150. So I guess does that mean that the skeletons will get targeted by towers now? Because I don't think they did before, but it says they'll die in 2 hits. So why are they noting that it dies in 2 hits and that it has 1000 health? I guess is that for creeps and stuff? I don't know. Anyway, so Death Pact has been reworked and is now his ultimate. Consumes a target friendly or enemy creep, gaining a percentage of its hits points as max health and damage. Gains 6, 10, 14% of the target's current health as damage. And gains 60, 80, 100% as health. Lasts 65 seconds. Cooldown 80, 70, 60. Mana cost 100. Cast range 900. So does that mean that it no longer has the like stacking damage thing, like the Death Pact damage? Oh wait, no, I think it still does. So level 10 challenge changed from sorry about that. So the level 10 talents changed from +9 strength to +1.75 mana regen. Level 10 talent changed from +7 agility to skeleton walk exit. Summons 1 burning army skeleton. That's pretty cool, actually. So like regardless, I think that was his. I think his ags before was like 2 skeletons or something like that. Level 15 talent increased +12 searing arrow damage to +25. Level 15 talent level 15 talent changed from -30 second burning army cooldown to -10 second skeleton walk cooldown. So that could be as low as 7 seconds rather. Level 20 talent increased from +100 attack range to +125. Level 20 talent changed from plus 355 Death Pact health to kills reset Death Pact cooldown. I'm wondering if you can like stack that. Level 25 talent changed from plus 3 second skeleton walk attack speed to plus 50/5% Death Pact health / damage. Clockwork Rocket Flare vision duration reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. Level 10 or level 15 talent change from plus 12 strength to plus 1 power cogs hit to kill. I think that's pretty big actually. I think because I mean you're already going to be stunned in there with the whatever it's called battery assault. So I think that's pretty big. Crystal Maiden base movement speed increased from 275 to 280. Base increased by 2. Base damage unchanged. Freezing field radius reduced from 835 to 810. Freezing field scepter delay from 2 to 1.75. Level 15 talents increased minus 2 seconds Crystal Nova cooldown to minus 3. Level 15 talent reduced from plus 8% magic res aura to 6% magic res aura. Oh my gosh. Dark Seer agility increased from 12 to 18. Base armor reduced by 1. Vacuum mana cost reduced from 130, 100, 130, 160, 190 to 60, 90, 120, 150. Vacuum damage increased from 50, 100, 150, 200 to 100, 150, 200, 250. Vacuum cooldown refined from 60, 50, 40, 30 to 60.0. Refined from 60, 50. I don't know what that means. Why is it making it a decimal? I mean, I know that it refines it down, but I'm just curious like, as to what that actually means. So wall replica slows duration increased from 0.75 seconds to 1 second. Talents level 10 talent changed from plus 10% evasion to plus 75 ion shell radius. Level 15 talent changed from plus 100 ion shell radius to ion shell provides 400 max health, does not heal, maintains health percentage. Plus 15 or level 15 talent changed from plus 10 health regen to plus 25 wall of replica damage. Willow Cursed Crown radius increased from 325 to 360. It's a pretty big radius. I mean, that's just the radius, so it's an increase of, let's see what that's, 35, so it's an increase of 70. Terrorize Jex return speed increased from 500 to 600. Level 10 talent changed from plus 10 int to plus 0.4 Cursed Crown stun duration. Level 15 talent change from plus 30 movement speed to minus 2 seconds Shadow Realm cooldown. Dazzle level 10 talent increase from 1.5 mana regen to 1.75. Level 10 talent increase from 24 Shadow Wave heal. Shadow Wave heal damage to 30. I think that makes that talent a little bit more viable. And probably even preferable, maybe even preferable to that 30 Shadow Wave heal damage. Level 25 talent increase from 0.4 Bad Juju armor reduction to 0.5. Death Prophet Crick Swarm cast point reduced from 0.4 to 0.2. Level 20 talent increased from minus 2.5 seconds. Crypt Swarm cooldown to minus 3 seconds. Dota 2, I'm sorry, I can't deal with you updating right now. I'm currently trying to read through the patch notes. So, you know, make up your mind. Do you want to patch it, or do you want to update? You know, it's like, come on. Crypt Swarm cast point reduced from 0.4 to 0.2. I already read those. A level 25 talent increase from +6 exorcism spirits to +8. Disruptor kinetic field radius increase from 340 to 350. Glimpse bug with not counting the position of dead heroes as in the fountain has been fixed. Again, so I wonder if that like changes how it is based. Like, I wonder if that changes. So like if Weaver ults back into the fight, like where is it? Did it change on all of them? Is it just this? So I'm just wondering about that. Level 10 talent change from +20% magic res to -2 seconds kinetic field cooldown. Level 15 talent change from -3 seconds kinetic field cooldown to +1.5 seconds static storm duration. That's a pretty big talent, actually. I kind of like that over the 125 cast range. The kinetic field grants true sight, though. That one's pretty good. Doom base armor increased by 1, attack range increased by 170, increased from 175 to 200. Devour gold increased from 2080, 140, 200 to 5100, 150, 200. Devour regen reduced from 3, 7, 11, 15 to 2, 6, 10, 14. Gotta make sure that. There we go. I gotta be centered. Scorched Earth backswing animation time reduced from 1.27 to 0.83. I think that's pretty big. Gives you less time to react. Level 10 talent changed from +16 Scorched Earth damage to +2 seconds Doom duration. Level 15 talent change from +3 second Doom duration to +30 Scorched Earth damage. Drow base damage spread reduced from 49 to 60 to 51 to 80. Movement speed increased from 285 to 290. Base armor increased by 1. Level 10 talent changed from +40 Gust Blind to +50. Level 15 talent changed from +20 movement speed to -6 seconds multi-shot cooldown. As a Drow main myself, I can say that I like that change. I like that -6 seconds cooldown. Yeah, because most it was pretty much always you would go for the agility on Drow, but I guess it kind of depends now on what build you go. Earth Spirit base strength increased from 21 to 22. Don't really know what one strength does. I just know that it, do. Rolling Boulder collision radius increased from 150 to 160. So that's +20 all around. Magnetized damage rescaled from 50, 75, 100 to 40, 80, 120. So when you get to level 18, that's a buff, but actually once you get to level 12, it's a buff. From then on, it's a buff, but that first level, not so much. Enchant Remnant now allows you to target yourself and can kick yourself with Boulder Smash. So I had to try this out because I think it's pretty cool.
That which is arises from all which is not.
So I can do that, and then, wait, bam, look at me go. Look at that. And then I can alt. Nice.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Right. Bam! Let me quit that so we don't have the constant noises in the background. Okay, so Earthshaker Fisher duration reduced from 8 to 6.57, 7.58. Enchant Totem backswing animation time reduced from 0.57 to 0.38. That's pretty big actually. Level 10 challenge changed from +25 damage to plus 20 base damage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Base strength increased by 2. Fixed Echo Stomp playing the full channel animation if it was canceled during the cast point. Astral Spirit return speed increased from 80 to 90. Astral Spirit no longer refreshes the current buff when a new spirit cast is and returns before the previous buff expires. So I think that means that it stacks. Level 10 challenge changed from plus 8 strength to plus 20 attack speed. Level 20 talent changed from plus 55 attack speed to plus 100% cleave. That's interesting. Ember Spirit Flame Guard damage per second reduced from 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 to 35, 25, 35, 45, 55. Edge gain increased from 3.6 to 3.8. Turn rate improved from 0.5 to 0.6. I don't get this. Does it like so it says 0.5 to 0.6. Like I feel like that's not in have like a a slower. Scepter also now provides 150 attack range. Nature's attendance heals interval change from every 1 second to every 0.5 seconds. Level 10 talent increase from plus 15 movement speed to plus 20. Malefice damage rescaled from 30, 55, 80, 105 to 40, 60, 80, 100. There's some talents. I don't really want to read all of them, so I'm going to move on. Time Walk Scepter AoE increased from 250 to 350. Level 15 and level 20 challenge just kind of swap back and forth. Grimstroke attack range increased from 550 to 575. So you can attack 25 attacks away now. 25 more attacks away. There are some more talents that I don't feel like reading. Basin increase for gyrocopter. Basin increased from 19 to 21. Homing missile launch time reduced from 3 to 2.5. Flat cannon cooldown reduced from 20 to 18. I don't really know if we needed a gyro buff, but I guess that's what we got. Huskar agility gain increased from 1.4 to 1.8. Base damage increased by 2. Inner fire knockback reduced from 550 to 400. Life break no longer deals damage to Roche.
To the Nuthel Realm.
Okay, so you can't. I mean, you can still alt Roche, but it doesn't do damage. Level 25 talent increased from 150 attack range to 175. Voker base damage increased by 2. Forge Spirit attack time improved from 1.5 to 1.35. Forge Spirit Melting Strike no longer has a mana requirement. Invoke no longer triggers spell events like Magic Stick. Level 10 talent change from plus 50 Chaos Meter contact damage to plus 30 Chaos Meter damage. Io base movement speed increased from 280 to 320. Jakiro dual breath mana cost increased from 135, 140, 155, 170 to 140, 150, 160, 170. Ice Path mana cost increased from 90 to 100. Level 10 talent increased from 275 attack range to 325. Level 15 changed from 275 health to -1 Ice Path cooldown. Omni Slash now provides plus 40 attack speed. I'm assuming that means that it's in the actual alt. Omni Slash attack speed multiplier reduced from 1.7 to 1.6, so you're losing that and getting the attack speed. Level 25 increase from 80 plus 80 Blade Fury movement speed to plus 100. Level 20 increase from plus 100 Blade Fury DPS to 140. So big buff to Jug. Coddle Illuminate channel duration reduced from 2.345 to 2.7 3.4 4.1 Total damage unchanged. Will-O-Wisp no longer drops your orders between each cycle and no longer prevents orders from being queued during it. I'm assuming that's for everybody else and not Coddle. Level 20 talent changed from 250 chakra magic mana to minus 4 seconds chakra magic cooldown. Kunkka level 25 increased from plus 85% Tidebringer Cleave to plus 110. LC base. Oh. Passed it. Level 15 talent increased from minus 4 seconds overwhelming odds to minus 6 seconds. Level 25 talent increased from 275 AoE press the attack damage to plus 400. Level talent reduced from plus 30 tool damage, dueling damage bonus to plus 30. They also rescaled duel. I don't know if I said that out loud. Lesh base damage increased by 3. Attack range reduced from 600 to 575. Strength gain increased from 2.3 to 2.5. Pulse Nova Scepter Lightning Storm interval improved from every 1.75 seconds to 1.5. There are some talents that I don't feel like reading. There are some more talents that I don't feel like reading. For Lich. Lifestealer, minimum base damage increased from 42 to 46. And some talents right there. Lasagna Blade damage increased from 450, 650, 850 to 500, 700, 900. Dragon Slave, backswing animation time reduced from 0.53 to 0.38. Then level 20 increased from 24/1.5 fiery soul per stack to 31.5%. Blind base attack speed increased from 100 to 115. Base armor increased by 1. Talent, I think that should say changed instead of increased. Changed from 0.75 or plus 75 cast range to plus 50, plus 15% mana drain slow. And then some more. So Druid, strength gain reduced from 2.7 to 2.5. Savage Roar is no longer duplicate cast on either target that is unable to cast. Okay, I don't know what that means. Summon Spirit Bear, damage per level is now base damage rather than bonus damage. Summon Spirit Bear Backlash increased from 10% max health to 20%. Summon Beard's Bear Entangling Claws no longer has a separate special duration for creeps. True Form Armor bonus reduced from 10, 15, 20 to 8, 10, 12. Level 25 talent reduced from minus 0.15 Spirit Bear attack time to minus 0.1. So, you know, some nerfs. Luna, Lunar Blessing no longer increases armor. I'm just gonna kind of move over to like talking about some what I think are super important stuff instead of just going through all of the rescales. So Lunar Blessing no longer increases armor. The bounce count I think is kind of interesting. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 6, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. But they do nerf that by changing the percentage of the yeah, Magnus just got some minor rescales and a few buffs. The Arena of Blood formation time improved from 0.6 seconds to 0.3 seconds. That's nice because there's been a number of times that I will like try to trap somebody in arena, but because of lag and everything and like the time it takes to form, they just kind of walk through the walls. So Medusa got some big buffs here. So split shot primary arrow now has the same damage reduction as the secondary arrows. Split shot can now be toggled. Split shot extra arrow count increased from 3 to 4, so 4, but they're all like the same CDR, so it's like there's not one that has the most attack damage. Split shot increase from blah blah blah. So Mystic Snake there. Movement speed or Moonlight Shadow movement speed reduced from 15% to 9, 12, 15%. Cooldown increase on arrow. Leap distance increase from 550 to 575. And then a leap attack speed talent change. Base armor increased by 3. Then some stuff about Jingu Mastery. Wukong's command attack interval improved from 1.2 to 1.1. Okay. Some talent change. Naga. Song of the Siren Scepter upgrade now also reduces cooldown by 20 seconds. Profit base armor reduced by 2. Nature's Call, Treant's Gold / XP bounty reduced from 1620 to 8 and 12. That's a buff for him, kind of. More like a nerf to everybody else. And then some talent changes. Necro, level 25 talent reduced from -2 seconds death pulse cooldown to -2.5 seconds. Level 10 talent changed from +150 mana to +45 void damage. Blah, blah, blah. Impale damage is increased. Level 10 talent from +6% spell amp to +8%. Ogre agility gain reduced from 1.9 to 1.5, and they reduced the unrefined fire blast mana cost from 60% to 45%. Omni Knight base movement speed slightly increased, and then some. So Degen Aura no longer reduces attack speed. And the radius was increased from 300 to 375, and then some talent changes. Oracle, Purifying Flames cast point reduced from 0.3 to 0.15. Still don't know what a cast point is. I'm like most of the way through, not even most of the way through this. I'm a lot more through this, and I still don't know what a cast point is. Also, Dota 2 Coordinator is still updating. And then some talent changes. OD. I don't feel like reading this. The Astral Imprisonment has a cast AoE indicator that shows the damage area. PA base damage increased by 3. I think we're gonna start to see some more PA. Oh, but they got rid of the cleave. Oh, that's really interesting. So that's going to make Battle Fury more... People are more likely to get Battle Fury on her now. Plus 25% cleave to plus 350 Phantom Strike cast range. PL... attack damage spread reduced from 48 to 70 to 52 to 66. Same average damage. And then some talent changes there. Fire Spirit's mana cost increased. So it's 120 at all times. Wow, Phoenix is well. I mean, the supernova, the egg count rescaled from 5, 8, and 11 to 6, 8, and 10. So um, that's pretty cool. This is what happens when you leave me to figure everything out. I am the one that changes, that decides what the meta is for this game. Yeah, so egg change, the amount of hits to kill it, spirits change. But just some talent changes. Pudge, my main man Pudge here is finally getting some buffs. He's been dead for a while. So meat hook CDR, base health regen increase from 1 to 2. That's going to make him better in lane at the beginning of the game. Strength gain, but they reduced his strength gain overall, but they did increase the flesh heap strength gain. They increased the rot slow. So Quap got nerfed because everybody was playing her because of the Arcana, so they nerfed her. Razor went back to old Razor, so Static Link no longer disarms you, nor does invisible attacks through the link, but instead allows you to attack while moving, similar to Wind Ranger. By default, it will automatically attack the target linked, but you can also attack a different target. So like you could link the carry and then attack the support while you're linked to the carry. Storm Surge no longer provides an AoE movement speed. Storm Surge movement speed changed from that. So it got rid of the AoE but increased your individual movement speed. Eye of the Storm no longer has a passive component. They changed the plus 180 Eye of the Storm passive damage to plus 1 Eye of the Storm targets, which so I think that means that you can have 3 if you get the level 25 talent and the let's look at that. Actually,
the lightning revenant lives.
if I have my hands in the right key, so
Electric storm for battle.
oh, it's only 2.
I will see you in the underscape.
Wait, what? I have a storm to strike 2 different units instead of 1 and can damage structures. But then also plus 1 Eye of the Storm target. So shouldn't it be attacking 3?
Least resistance. There is no demon axe.
Oh, I think that's bugged. I think that should be... Right? Hold on. Okay, so I've been spending a bit of time here just trying to mess around with stuff. So like if I... So like if I run this, right, so notice it's hitting 2, right? It should be hitting 2.
Trying to break your middle tower. Do you like sucking Bill's water?
Your middle tower is under attack. Douse those fires!
Yeah, so it's attacking 2 of them, and I'm level 6. But if I level enemy to max, which is still 25 for some reason.
It's not time yet.
Refresh.
Gather, clouds.
Yeah, it's only attacking 2.
Me where you will.
Okay, interesting. All right, that's a bug that will probably get patched out relatively soon. Okay. Fable damage reduction changed from fixed value for heroes and creeps to percent damage for Sand King, and also some talents. Sand King, Caustic Finale has been reworked. Attacking an enemy now places a debuff that slows the enemy by percentage movement for 5 seconds. If the target dies during the 5-second debuff, an explosion. Oh, my game client's out of date. Did they fix my razor bug that I just discovered? Is Gabe listening to me? By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe and go to my Patreon to support me so that we can do more patch notes. So we can do more patch notes. Is it gonna? There we go. So these seem to be a buff for Sand King. Shadow Demon, just a quick talent change. Oh wow, they reduced the soul count. Oh, but they changed the damage per soul. So it's at level, whatever the max level is, it's a higher damage than before. No longer grants an extra amount for hero kills. I didn't know it did that. Requiem of Souls now releases a wave per soul instead of 2 souls. So base increase from 19 to 25, base damage unchanged, still one of the best base damages in the game. Mass Serpent Ward Bounty, bounty spread reduced from 26 to 38 to 28 to 36. Minus 4.5 hex cooldown for level 15 talent. That's pretty nice. Changed the increased the aftershock damage talent. Silencer cooldown reduced. Arcane curse damage increased. Some talent stuff. Skywrath Mage, some talents. Corrosive Haze armor reduction increased from 8/13/18 to 10/15/20. Slark base attack speed reduced from 120 to 115. Scatter Blast now also slows attack speed by 100. Little Shredder no longer reduces enemy attack speed. Little Shredder now reduces armor by 1 for 4 seconds. Damage reduced. Level 15 Talon increased from plus 48 Scatter Blast damage to plus 60. Level 25 Talon changed from Scatter Blast supplies 2.5 seconds disarm to 3 times Little Shredder multi-shot. Sniper Assassinate Stun reduced from 1.5 to 1, 1.5, 1, 2.5, 1.5. So we're kind of getting rid of the sniper support. Base health regen reduced from 1.5 to from 2.5 to 1.5. Shadow Step can now target spell immune units. Haunt no longer has a fixed 400 movement speed. Haunt illusions no longer have a 1 second delay on acting. Desolate damage increased. Desolate search area reduced. It no longer reduces vision. Spirit Breaker Charge of Darkness cast point reduced from 0.47 to 0.3. Still don't know what a cast point is. Talent increased from 30 damage to 40. Storm Spirit. Agility increased from 1.5 to 1.7. Ball Lightning Travel cost per 100 units from 12 plus 0.7 to 10 plus 0.65. So a bit of a buff there. Sven's a thing. Saw Arteezy playing it earlier today, so in at least 2 games. So I'm going to assume that means that Sven just overall was updated. Don't really know what like half of this means. I know Warcry movement speed is now provided for allies as well, so that's nice. Reduced mana cost. Meld. So that meta no longer reduces your movement speed. Base strength increased by 2 per tide. Reduced the or increased the mana regen for that. Back to old Tiny, so Tree Grab no longer slows Tiny by 30 movement speed. Now has a 5-hit charge. Tree Grab unit, and then so that kind of just gives you back grow bonus damage rescaled from 30, 45, 60 to 25, 50, 75. Leech Seed. Leech Seed is now an enemy target spell again. Deals that much damage per pulse and heals within 650 range. Heals allies within 650 range of the same amount. Lasts 5 seconds with a pulse per second. Interesting. Okay. As somebody who actually plays a lot of tree, that's really interesting. I'll have to try that out. See what I think. Eisen Forest now has 3 charges with a 40-second replenish time. That's really nice. I like that a lot because it'd be like you'd place it down and then you just kind of wait there for 40 seconds or whatever, 36 seconds, whatever the cooldown was on that. And you just be like, what do I do? Troll had some change. So snowball damage per ally increased. Snowball cooldown. Underlord. Go ahead. You can read that. Undying Flesh Golem debuff no longer deal damage per second nor increases damage. Zombies. That's English, I think. Ursa nerf. Venge a tiny bit of a nerf, but not really. Veno buff. Yeah, Poison Sting no longer reduces HP regen. Void Spirit, huge nerf here. Resonant Pulse Scepter replenish time increased from 16 to 18. So pretty much, I feel like Void, pretty much every game I would get Ags, but this just kind of makes it hopefully balances a little more. I still think it's one of the most broken Ags in the game, but Shadow Ward cast range is increased. Sakuchi speed increased, so he's even speedier now when he's Sakuchi'd. Time-lapse scepter cooldown increased from 16 to 20. The cast range was reduced by a lot. Wow, that's a lot. Windrunner, focus fire now pauses firing if you issue the stop or halt command. Right click the target if you want to hit, it will resume. So if they blade mail, you can wait out the blade mail and then do it. Winter's Curse cooldown increased. Wraith King, so the aura no longer provides attack damage or self bonus mechanics. It increases lifesteal. Mortal Strike, skeleton attack damage increase from 30 to 35 to 35 to 40. Finally, Zeus had some pretty big nerfs, so the damage increase on the Arc Lightning, the Lightning Bolt mana cost increase, so the W increase, the cooldown increased from 90 to 120, and the damage also increased, but the cooldown increased. Nimbus increased from 35 to 45, and changed some of the talents up. Okay, so yeah, make sure we'll be back for a 7.27c. So just make sure to keep looking out for that. Go ahead, don't forget to subscribe to Gem Dota, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. You can see the link in the description for that. But that's all I have. So signing off. Keep your gems safe.